So we reach the fourth and final match of the afternoon session on day 2 of the World Matchplay, and more seeds go by the wayside. Peter Wright then just exiting at the hands of Jermaine Wattimena, winning his first ever World Matchplay encounter. That will have exercised some ghosts, won't it, Chris Mason?
Yeah, certainly some demons. He just started to twitch towards the back end and, well, gave Wright... Well, Wright nearly gave him a fright, but ultimately Wattimena's just fell over the line. 10-8, 91.81 the average, 4 180s each. The finishing from Wright when he was getting a chance was very tidy. 8 from 15, 53%, 10 from 29. Wattimena, 14 more darts at a double in that match. Got 10 of them, 34%, but it was far from convincing, and that's the issue with Wattimena, really. He just needs to. I suppose when you think in hindsight, what was he believed you 4 times before, 4 first round defeats, he's going to think, oh, here we go again, isn't he? But ultimately for him, he's over the line, and we would hope to see a superior performance in round 2.
Well, we know he plays an Englishman next. It's simply a question of whether it's Luke Littler or Ryan Searle who will play tonight.
Good luck with either of those.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the 4 games we've got for you this evening, both here on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel and on talkSPORT 2. Once the Open Golf is finished, it seems that Scotty Scheffler is running the rest of the field ragged at Portrush, so it would appear that it's fairly academic as to what's going on in round 4.
Well, the lead is only down to 4 now.
He's at the turn, isn't he? He's about to play through 9. Okay.
Yeah, he's 15 under. Gotterups through 9, and he's at 11 under. He's 3 under for today.
Yeah, there's a
Could
bunch
be
on
a close call.
Yeah, there's a bunch on 10 under as well. Harry English, Matt Fitzpatrick, Rory McIlroy. Bryson DeChambeau's the clubhouse leader on 9 under par.
Yep.
So that's the immediate target for those who are still out on the course. But that coverage continues on talkSPORT 2 right now. And then once they're done, then talkSPORT 2 will join us here at the Winter Gardens in Blackpool. And Jermaine Wattimena was such a picture of happiness. Looked up to the beautiful
Was it
gilded
happiness
ceiling.
or relief?
Well, a combination of both, but he certainly looked up to the beautiful gilded ceiling here at the Winter Gardens, probably trying to look beyond
Talking of that ceiling, I'm not sure if it's gone out yet, but you had a very interesting interview with Dirk van Duijvenbode, who really was, well,
playful, I think would be the right word to describe it.
Had very little respect for the tournament's history, which quite surprised me. Some players just aren't darts historians. They just play darts. They don't really have any interest in the players or what's gone before it. But yeah, he was fairly.
Well, I just asked him the question, didn't I, Mace, about what's it like playing at this particular venue, because it has its own unique characteristics. But he wasn't having any of it, was he?
No, he was, well, almost ignorant to the importance of this tournament in terms of the world of darts and where the world of darts is right now. We tried to build this back in the 90s to what it is now in terms of its reputation and its importance in terms of people with their names on that trophy. But yeah, he didn't really care about his other Dutch players either, did he? His teammates.
So
or not.
No, but the Dutch are having a terrific time so far here at the Winter Gardens, and we are guaranteed at least one more Dutchman through, because before too long, it's not tonight, but I think it's tomorrow night, Raymond van Barneveld and Michael van Gerwen will clash on the stage in front of us here. But we're going for another competitor from continental Europe up next in Mike De Decker, who is waiting at the end of the walkway to head to the stage.
Here's some nice walk-on music. This is better.
Yeah, a bit of Three Little Birds.
A little bit of Robert Nesta Marley.
Indeed. So this is the unseeded player, let's not forget. No matter that Mike De Decker won the World Grand Prix last year, he only qualified in effectively 23rd spot of the 32. Only made one appearance here, went out in round 1 2 years ago. but he qualified as one of the 16 best current players on form. Yes, after the slightly bass-heavy Duijvenbode music,
whatever it's called,
a bit of Robert Marley will do everyone the power of good. Yeah, very chilled. But now it's time for the man who's just from down the road from here.
26 PDC titles, a 5-time World Matchplay quarter-finalist. It's Chisnall!
That familiar yellow and black darts top, worn by the man from just down the road in Morecambe, Dave Chisnall. Desperate to go deep. He has made 100 average this year in making a Pro Tour final.
Yeah, over 104, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But that sort of really came out of the blue.
Yeah, and we're desperate to see Dave Chisnall win a major ranking tournament. When you ask that question, who's not won a major who should have done, Dave Chisnall is, if he's not at the top of that list, he must be in the top 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah, he's right up there in terms, you know, it's not quite, well, in terms of actually just winning a major, him, Terry Jenkins, yeah, he's right up there, isn't he? He has to be.
Just taking the acclaim of the crowd with the Wonder Stuff music thumping around the arena. Mike De Decker will have the darts in a moment to start off this final match of the afternoon session.
Well, I'm starting to establish why the Dirk van Duijvenbode may have been a bit spiky in the post-match interview. I'm just looking at the press conference now, and apparently there may have been words at the end, and he kept making reference to how lucky he was. I think maybe Rob Cross may have sort of said, "Oh, that was a bit lucky," but I think that may be the reason why there's
yeah, Dirk was certainly in the mood to be playful. You'll find out on our talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel. Yeah.
See, that's why you are who you are.
A diplomat.
Yes.
Maybe
I've probably been a little less pleasant about the whole situation, but there you go. Horses for courses.
Indeed, and we've got 2 very different styles here. We've got the very deliberate aiming of Mike De Decker and the slightly more sort of intermediate muscle memory come aiming throw of Dave Chisnall.
Correct. Very much sights the dart, does De Decker. So it's sighted through the dominant right eye of Mike De Decker. Very, very good player. A player that I've been watching and hoping to do well over the years, and eventually.
Chizzy with his equally yellow moulded flights and stems, instantly recognisable. Gets underway in this first leg. De Decker with the darts, looking for a maximum with his second visit. He's got it. Such a lovely throw that he's got. Such a beautiful.
Yeah, if you had a child who wanted to get involved in darts, or someone who's getting involved in the sport a little bit later, just watch a throw like De Decker and try and replicate it. 7th meeting between the two. Last time they met was in the quarter-final of that said championship, Players' Championship 15. That was won by Chisnall. The game before that was won by De Decker. The game before that was won by Chizzy, a World Championship match, 3-0 back in 2021. The game before that, it was won by Mike De Decker. And in their first meeting, you have to go as far back as 2015, Players' Championship 18. And it was won 6-5 by Chisnall. But that's a beautiful start. A 12 dart hold throw.
Mike De Decker.
Wowzers.
Pinning tops to get things going very nicely for the man from Belgium, the World Grand Prix winner last year. Remember, that's the tournament where you have to start as well as finish with a double.
Quick question while we're in the early stage of this one, before we get into the meat of the match. Who will win, RVB or MVG?
Well, we were talking in our preview that you'll find on the YouTube channel about MVG and the fact that he's getting a bit fitter and he's very hungry to come here and prove a few people wrong. Barney probably has a few more crises of confidence, or not exactly playing with self-doubt, but talks himself down a little bit at times when he's doing interviews. I would lean towards MVG myself, Mace.
Yeah, same. Michael loves this tournament, and he fully understands the importance of what this tournament stands for. And I expect he's lost a lot of weight by all accounts. He's started to take up other activities. He's looking into why there is these certain dips in his game, and I think he comes here and will have far too much for Barneveld. Thank you very much, Foxes. Do you think snakebite is bad? I thought that I just, the chopping and changing in the darts in mid legs was not a new thing for me, but he seemed to sort of be looking to get back into the game, and then he would change and then it would all go wrong, and it was quite bizarre. I mean, a 93 average is far from bad, but yeah, I just don't know if he knows what he's doing right now.
Now De Decker to break the throw, wants
2 double
94.
19s. Ooh. Went for the 54 at a single 18, and I've seen him do that before. It's very popular now, the double-double on the 19s.
So Chizzy wants 90 here, just a whole throw in the second leg. It's 1-0 to De Decker. 70 left, so stay on the 20s, give yourself a chance for a bullseye. One dart at bull, and he's left of it into the 25. So De Decker with a chance to break here, makes on 61.
Yep, he'll go full the 25 and gets it. So 2 at double 18. It's not really a guide, but that's a great adjustment. And he backs up the hold with the break, and 2-0. And even this early, Chizzy could be in a bit of trouble. Doesn't have any confidence at the moment, and understandably so.
And 12 months ago on that stage, Krzysztof Ratajski handed a bit of a smackdown to Dave Chisnall, beating him in very, very short order, just over 2 sessions.
Ratajski missing out this time, remarkably. And he's won a Pro Tour, hasn't he?
He has. And he wasn't far off making it. He was
a few thousand away.
Ryan Joyce was the final qualifier, and there were a few sniffing around that 32nd spot, like Ratajski and Michael Smith and Neil Zonneveld and others. But it wasn't to be for anybody to overhaul Relentless, as Chizzy piles in his first maximum, looking for his first leg of the match, looking to break back, and he's in a very good position here against De Decker. Down to 181 already.
Looking at form over the last 7 months and 16 days, I'm being specific because this is all post-World Championship. Statistically, Dave Chisnall, the 46th best player in the world. Mike De Decker, the 22nd. Make of that what you will, but it sort of takes out a longer sample. It's just a more relevant sample, I believe.
De Decker not only won the World Grand Prix last year, he was runner-up to Luke Littler at the Belgian Darts Open earlier this year. And he's looking to make it 3-0, but Chisnall's in a great position here for tops, and he pins that, and the breakback is achieved by Chizzy. 2-1 the score, then the number 12 seed gets himself on the board.
Yeah, and importantly, Dance, it is the break back for the number 12 seed, who's currently spookily, Dance, averaging 104.
Yeah. And then he pops in a treble-less visit. Kirk Bevins, the man you can hear giving out the scores, our referee, the countdown king. Mike De Decker with his very precise side-parting blonde haircut and his black and grey darts top, looking to get back 2 legs clear of Chizzy. He's got a chance here to break for a 3rd successive leg here. because he's ahead, and way ahead with the maximum he's just got after 6 starts. He's just outside a finish of 181, and Chizzy way back on 382.
Yes, good response this from De Decker. His third 180, and we're only in leg 4. I was just asked who are the 3 favourites for the World Matchplay this year. Well, currently it's Littler at 13-8, Price at 7s, Jan van Veen into 8-1.
He's a big move because I think he was something like 28-1 before the tournament started with most bookmakers. De Decker wanting 116 to go 3-1 up. Hits the treble 20 and single 16, leaving him on tops. Has to move across to the left, doesn't make any difference. Pins it really nicely. And Mike De Decker finds himself 3-1 up and now has to throw in leg 5.
Yeah, lovely leg in its entirety, topped off with a ton plus out.
So De Decker looking to go 4-1 up at the mini break, which is coming up after this leg. Very methodical performance so far from the Belgian, 75% on his doubles. Chizzy's not giving away the sort of body language that has me worried about him, but De Decker is finding really good scoring. He's hit maximums and now he's just hit a 177 to once again be just outside a finish after 6 starts.
Oh, what a reply. Super darts, Dave Chisnall. Well, very much like a heavyweight boxer, the last thing you lose is your power. Well, for dart players, it's hitting 180s. What you do sometimes can be your undoing is the approach play and the finishing.
So 1-2-4 De Decker, 2-3-7 Chisnall. Less this visit right now. Hits a treble 20, drifts into single 5. Only 85 score, but that's down to a finish. What can De Decker do here from 124? 104 left, treble 18 would leave the bull. Hit single 18, and then went for the bull anyway and hit single 8. So an outside chance for Chizzy here, Mace.
It's a biggie, but we know he can fill the treble 20 up, but he's going to need 2 of them, and then double 16. And doesn't get the opening one. Someone asking if we've got any clips with Ghetto Price. No, but if he beats Darryl Gurney, either Dance or Mark Wilson will be interviewing him post-match to get his reaction and just generally how he's feeling on top of the world at the moment. He's been flying.
There's no player feeling as confident as Gerwin right now, I should imagine. Tops for Mike De Decker for a 4-1 lead. He can't find it, so there's another chance for a break of throw. Could be 4 successive breaks of throw, with Chisnall looking at 58 to bring us back to 3-2 at the mini session interval. 18 for tops. 18 hit. Just steps back from the oche for the moment. Resettles. He's a good inch above tops with that dart. 1 dart left in hand. He's too far the other way. So De Decker has a reprieve and a chance to make it a 4-1 lead here.
Is Bradley Rooks the next Luke Littler? No, he's about 8 years older than him, I think, or at least 7 years older. Oh, single 6, double 7. What is going on here with De Decker? An absolute bag of nails before the players take their first comfort break. De Decker should be leading full 1. It's likely that he'll be 3-2 up. Chizzy wants double 10.
Taking his time to settle, Chisnall. Now he's ready. And he hits double 10. And we have a 3-2 scoreline when it could so easily have been a 4-1 scoreline in favour of Mike De Decker. But in a sense, we're back on throw, but we've had 4 breaks in succession to take us to a 3-2 scoreline. Yeah. So neither player really taking a grip of this game so far.
Yeah, and it sums this game up. It's a bit erratic, and with matches that are erratic, you will get breaks of throw. It's a decent enough standard, considering it's literally gone up and down. They've been over 100, 100, 100, mid-90s. Now, at the moment, it's 94.88 De Decker, 97.27 for Chisnall. We've had 5 180s in 5 legs of play. De Decker's had 8 darts at a double to Chisnall's 5. Well, another couple of questions while we're in
Go on,
the break.
This is on our live chat on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel.
Chizzy must go down as the best player never to win a top tournament. No, I would say Terry Jenkins, considering how many finals. Well, it's Terry or Chizzy, whatever you like. Apparently it's lovely chips at Gezzy's Chippy.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah,
Who is the next Luke Littler? We don't really know. There's some unbelievable youth players within that JDC system. I was lucky enough to do the JDC Junior Power League. In fact, our friend and colleague Abigail Davis did it with me for the final weekend, and my goodness, some of the boys and girls in there are remarkably special. Mitchell Laurie.
Right, Mitchell Laurie.
Yeah, a young Scottish lad, he's special.
Nico was talking to me at breakfast this morning about a 6'9" Dutchman, Van Peek. Jesse Van Peek, I think.
No, not
he was
player.
doing a 6'9". I mean, you see how difficult it is for somebody as tall as Vessel Nyman at 6'5" to lean into the board. I'm
not sure it's an advantage long term with back pain and back trouble. I think at 6'9" you'd have to lean over so much to get the ideal sort of height at the point of release.
How about somebody like Bradley Brooks, who's just won his first floor title?
Yeah. Listen, Bradley's always been talented, fabulously talented youth player. As we already know, he was proven at that level. Going forward, it's been a struggle for him, but I just love the fact that he's never not believed. He's never sort of given up on his dreams and hopes of initially, which is, you want to win that first senior title, which he's now done within the PDC. Next will be winning a Euro Tour. Next will be qualifying for the big majors, which will come in part and parcel of winning Pro Tours and Euro Tours, and then just getting in a major and getting in the final of a major and hopefully winning it.
Stephen Creamer asked whatever happened to Benito van der Pas.
Yeah, he was one of them players that sort of shot up in height and never really got it back. He was just too tall, I think. I'm not sure. He sort of grew a foot in what felt like a year, and that's like sort of playing sat down on a stool and then playing stood up on the stool. It's really hard to make those adjustments. Fox says, hi Chris, I'm from Wales. We have Premier League but no major. Any chance of one coming to Wales or a Welsh Masters? Listen, I've pitched for Wales, I've pitched for Northern Ireland, I've pitched for Scotland. We've got all these European tours and World Series events, and although I understand the importance of spreading the word for broadcast partners, I just don't think there's enough, especially with how many great Welsh players we've got. The great history of Welsh darts, of course, the first ever world champion, Welsh. The history of Alan Evans, the News of the World winner. I think I'd like to see at least something outside of the Premier League in the capital of Wales, or anywhere in Wales.
Yeah, Swansea. I mean,
Yeah, anywhere.
Wrexham's a town on the up as well. Let's face it, with what's going on there.
Yeah, absolutely, and an easy location to get to.
So we're back underway for our final first round match of the afternoon session. And remember, we've got 4 more matches for you this evening. We'll talk about those in a bit, but it is Dave Chisnall 2, Mike De Decker 3 in a race to 10. Chisnall has the darts in leg 6.
Well, one more before we go any further. Do you think an unseeded player could win a major tournament? Well, there's been 2 in the last year.
Yeah.
One of them is just about to throw 42 in. Mike De Decker and Richie Woodhouse, of course, both unseeded players.
And in terms of the Worlds, one very nearly did last year, Luke Littler 2 years ago, before he actually did it properly when he was seeded against Luke Humphries.
Correct. But again, I think it will be very much an anomaly nowadays.
So, De Decker under a bit of pressure from Chisnall, who looks to be getting back level here. 137 required for Chizzy. De Decker back on 281. Oh, lovely first start from Chisnall. Treble 19 for double 10. He can't quite believe he's hit that treble 20.
Yeah, he's under no pressure either, with De Decker back on 281. Should be 57 for double 10, could be 45-32. He's got such a lead, but played it right. 97 to leave tops when he goes back for 3 apiece. It's been another strong leg for Chisnall, tops after 12.
Decker won't get down to a finish at this rate either, so he's got bags of time to see this 6th leg out and go level at 3 apiece, Dave Chisnall. And even though it's a regulation tops, he really is taking his time to approach the oche and get himself settled, and pins it with a first dart. That's why he's taking his time. So he gets the job done, and we are all square at 3 apiece.
Yep, back on throw, back-to-back legs for Dave Chisnall. De Decker starts leg 7 with a 140. Chisnall playing much better than I thought he would.
And as if to prove that, he's just popped in 6.19s on the cover.
Yeah, he's holding this. He's in and around this 100 average. Currently at 100.98. De Decker just gone off the boil slightly, down at 94. But the averages just fluctuated, haven't they?
So Chizzy doesn't need to get an Airbnb when he plays at the match play. Just come from home and back again.
Yeah. Robert saying about Mervyn King. Mervyn, of course, was a World Masters winner. So already a major champion.
These two have never met in a ranked major tournament, despite having 10 years of history between them at the oche. 140 from Chizzy, pressurising the De Decker throw. 170 for the Belgian, won't go. Can he lay up for a 2-dart finish here? He's struggling to. 64 scored, so he hasn't broken 100. 146 for Chisnall for a 3rd successive leg win here.
Well, our YouTube subscribers think that, well, 52% of them think, or it's 53% of them, Chisnall's going to go through this one.
Well, that's tight, 53-46. So, what
it's a pick-em game, it always was this.
Yeah.
74 from De Decker to leave 32, but Chisnall on a 2-darter.
And again, he's not sprinting up to the oche to throw his darts, is he?
He's quite methodical. He's being very measured here. He's giving every dart the concentration he thinks it needs, and he's got the treble 20, 2 at tops to lead for the first time in the match.
He's well underneath. Well,
and even he mouths, wow.
And he's inside double 10 as well. So now De Decker can hold throw with double 16. Settles and pins it, so it's 4-3. Little shake of the head from the Belgian as he retrieves that 1 dart from the board.
Yeah, he'll feel a little fortunate there. That was a hold, but it probably feels like a break.
Sometimes Chisnall throws the darts with a little extra follow through of the arm, a little bit of desperation lunge of the dart.
He just sort of over rotates, I suppose you could call it, or overreaches, and that of course will engage the shoulder, but ultimately the darts left the hand. It was a bit like jockey, the sort of recoil was irrelevant really, because the darts left the hand, it's already in the air, whilst the reaction happens in the shoulder or in the elbow.
Oh, jockey's throw was the most erratic looking and yet so incredibly effective.
Worked though, didn't it?
Oh boy, did it ever.
Wonderful.
Everything
wonderful
he did
player.
worked. Playing, gamesmanship, you name it, everything he tried worked. Now Chisnall trying to get level at 4 legs apiece, pops in a maximum. They're at 3 apiece in the 180 tally. And De Decker coming downstairs for the treble 19s, then looks for treble 18s, comes up dry with a trebleless visit, and he's had over twice as many trebleless visits as Chisnall has up to this point, 11 against 5.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have thought that. Well, Chisnall's on 180, and he's on a 180, so you've got to be careful. Cordian. Cameron Menzies busted 178 by hitting 180, because he didn't realise he was on 178.
Whereas Chisnall knew darn well he was on 180 and made sure he was very careful with that final dart to leave himself on tops. And again, just biding his time at the back of the stage. Now walks slowly forward to settle at the oche, to level us at 4-4, an inch above. Half an inch below, double 10 again.
Had a torrid time. on tops and tens. That's correct, Robert. It will work that way and be rounded up. It's the percentage things.
Now to Decker wants 150, but he's getting nowhere near at the moment. But a big treble 20 at the end.
Double five can be tricky. You've got to really attack this on dart one. If you float one out there, the danger is you just pull it into the 5 and then you burn a dart.
So, double 5 for Dave Chisnall. He's an inch above. Well, he attacks it more and gets it with the second dart. That's a big dart.
Reaction
and he knows
from
it.
Chisnall. He knows how big that was. This is a real stressful game because they're not playing at to a dissimilar level. For example, scores of a ton or more, or between a ton and 139. 5-4 in favour of Chisnall. The 140 column, 7 apiece. The 180 column, 3 apiece.
It is as close as can be, and the scoreline. Sometimes the scoreline can be misleading.
Yeah.
Not in this instance.
No, absolutely not.
4 apiece, and De Decker on throw with errant 6 darts. He's only on 3-6-2 after 6. Chisnall's got a chance here to break again.
Well, he's doing something that's well within the rules. He's not allowing the match to be played at a pace that will suit De Decker, and I'm not in terms of the pace of Chisnall's play. It's the pulls in between getting to the ocking.
Treble 18 picked off by De Decker. That's important, just to give himself a foothold in this leg. 2-6-8 plays 3-8-9 less these for Chisnall. Great first start from the local hero, but the second dart drifts into single 5 and he doesn't break 300. So De Decker back in control of this 9th leg, and he's come down to the 19s from 2-6-8. He's picked off 6 of them, 7 in the end, but that'll do him the power of good to get down to a finish.
Oh, the latest poll: who will win the match play? Littler, Gezi, Josh Rock. I don't know what MVG's doing in that poll.
Well, neither Rock nor MVG.
He's only got a little bit more of a chance of winning this than me, and that's because he's in it.
So 4 players who haven't thrown a dart yet are all in the poll. And Gezi's 42%. All 40 now because Littler's joined him. Oh, it's levels your devils. This is a live poll, folks, on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel.
It's interactive. That's what we bring you.
Cast your vote.
Well, there's going to be pressure on the tops for De Decker as Chizzy hits a 140 to leave 64.
So De Decker for 5-4. He's underneath tops by half an inch. Down to double 10. That's in. No celebration. Almost a look of disdain from Mike De Decker as he retrieves that dart.
It's just going, it's nip and tuck, isn't it?
We might be starting to use our favourite word in a minute. These two could become embroiled.
I think they already are.
48.
Into the polls that we bring up. You might say, well, why do you put all remaining players in?
They would take up the whole screen.
Exactly, yeah. There'd be no room for anything else. So, into leg 10, we're going to be another short mid-session interval after this leg. Chisnall with the darts, looking to bring it level at 5 apiece and keep everyone here in the Winter Gardens guessing as to how this final game is going to go in the afternoon. We are approaching 5 o'clock and the evening session starts in just over 2 hours time here on the YouTube channel as well as on talkSPORT 2.
You never know what MVG can do, Mace. I do, that's why I'm sat here.
And that's our guy back at base telling you that. So Chisnall getting a bit annoyed as he aims for treble 19 and can't pick any of those off. De Decker from 309 hits a 139. Now Chizzy's under pressure definitely.
First time in a while on throw, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think we have to go back to that breaker throw in leg 5 that maybe would have frustrated De Decker a bit, but that's a great shot from Chisnall. 140 down to 118. 170 from De Decker. First one's in. So's his second. Can he find the button?
Well, he hits single 1 in the end. So 118, a very makeable check out for Chizzy. but he needs to get a good start here. Needs the treble to get things going. He's got it. 18 for tops. Double top for a 5-all scoreline at the break. There it is, a 1-1-8 from Dave Chisnall. And finally a bit of emotion from Chizzy towards his pals in the VIP section.
He's hanging on for dear life here, isn't he? Dave Chisnall, he's producing when he really, really has to. Mark says, it's time some of you liked and subscribed. Yeah, incredibly, something like only 60% of our viewers stroke listeners on the YouTube channel actually subscribed. It takes less than a second, just press that button.
And what it does when you subscribe, because we don't just bring you the watch-alongs of each of the games, we have the post-match interviews here at the Winter Gardens.
All of our little features we do.
Indeed, our darts correspondent Harry Durham is regularly in conversation with the likes of Colin Lloyd and Glenn Durrant and others, and he speaks to the dart players themselves. He has some fun 20-question interviews. There's one
some
with,
great interviews, great content.
With Gerwin Price. So there's regularly good stuff to keep you enthused about the game of darts in and around the Pro Tour, the Development Tour, and the big ranking events to come, because remember, really moving into a big part of the season with the Grand Prix coming up, the Grand Slam, the Players' Championship finals.
And of course we'll be bringing you every dart from the world. Starts on the 11th of December. G says here, Carl Wright, I predicted 10-9 to Decker before they started. Well, that would be impossible.
Yes, you can't have a 10-9, it would have to be 10-8 or 11-9.
Correct.
Higher ceiling in your opinion, Mace, Van Veen or Nyman?
Oh,
that's from Neil Mellor.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yes, we want to reach 15,000, and when we do, I might swear on the YouTube channel or something. Not on the talkSPORT channel, of course. Any relation to Adrian?
Adrian who?
Not sure.
Durham?
Who knows?
No, Harry Durham is no relation to Adrian
yes,
Durham.
Of course,
I see. Right, no.
Who's got the higher ceiling? Oh, do you know what? I think they're pretty similar, to be honest. What I will do though, in between the sessions now, I'll go and have a look at some of their peak performance levels and see how they match up when we talk about who has the higher ceiling. That will tell me. I don't currently have it on my notes because they're not playing each other. That's the only time I would really sort of match those kind of numbers up.
So yes, hit that subscribe button. We would be most grateful if you did, but we will reward you for hitting that subscribe button by bringing you a whole host of content in and around the tournaments that we bring you. Lots of fun it is too. A reminder of what we've got coming up tonight here on the YouTube channel and on talkSPORT 2. 4 more first round encounters. Gary Anderson, a former winner of this trophy, up against Luke Woodhouse. Jonny Clayton, who's been in much better form in 2025, takes on a Euro Tour winner in Martin Schindler. Luke Littler, the world champion, up against heavy metal Ryan Searle. And Stephen Bunting, one of the most popular men on the circuit. The Bullet takes on Ryan Joyce in the final match of the night. So we'll be on air on the YouTube channel and talkSPORT 2 just after 7, maybe a little later on talkSPORT 2, depending on the golf and how that runs over at Royal Portrush, with Scotty Scheffler still ahead on the back nine.
He's still doing the business. He was 5 clear when we last checked in on that, and he's currently now 6 clear, 2 under 4 today, and he's through 10. Might even be all over by the time we
it may well be
come on air at 7 o'clock.
But it's not all over here. It's very much in the melting pot between Mike De Decker of Belgium and Dave Chisnall of England, and De Decker starts leg 11 with a maximum.
Now, has he had enough of this had enough of this back and forth with Chisnall? Is he going to really come out with some intensity, and really just try and put Chizzy on the back foot? Easier said than done when you're playing someone averaging very similar to you, so you have to go through the gears of, I thought they were both in, but it is. It's just on the top wire, but it's not in. He's having a bit of fun with the crowd because they weren't sure if it was in or out, and
Don't apologise for hitting a ton, Mike.
No.
There you go. Gets a nice round of applause.
Tough crowd.
Very tough crowd.
Right. Poll complete. Littler 48%, Gezi 32%, Rock 13%, 5%
for MVG.
Very interesting.
Now, our colleague Paul Nicholson would disagree with you all on those of you that voted Littler, because he thinks Ryan Searle is going to do for the Nuke tonight. We will find out in the fullness of time. Gezi
didn't Ryan Searle last time out get bageled by
Luke Humphries in the Euro Tour? He did.
Yes, he did, yeah.
After what was a decent start in the first round. Now, De Decker wants 125. He went 25 and then trying to go treble 20 for tops. I thought he might try and go bull.
No.
But that's a bit exhibition.
Yes,
isn't
that's
it?
a bit exhibition-y. They save that for those kind of shows. And we're so far in front here, even after the 82 from Chisnall, he's still on 2.65. Well, tops double 10, only way to go, mate.
Of course.
14 dart, hold of throw. We had that little series of breaks, didn't we? We had 4 consecutive breaks to throw. Well, that's been followed by 6 consecutive holds. De Decker just gets his nose in front.
A reminder that De Decker's the unseeded player here, as Chisnall does what De Decker did at the start of the last leg on throw and pops in a maximum to get us going.
Well, Carl Whitehouse wants to hear a 9 dart, so do we.
Oh boy. Well, we had one here last year when Dimitri put one in against Schindler. Dimitri's not here this year to give us a 9. Chizzy's on a 9. 5 perfect darts. Can we get 6? No, we can't.
He wasn't sure. He couldn't see.
Kurt Bevins could.
If the 3rd dart had gone in, but more important for Chizzy, it's just about holding throw. Remember, if it goes to the tiebreaker, if at any point it gets to 12-12, then it is the one-leg shootout.
And I'm right in thinking that the player who had the darts from the ball backstage would have the honour in that leg. It would be Dave Chisnall. There's a question that's just gone up. And do I read that out rather, mate? It said, would a prime Chris Mason take out Luke Littler?
Don't worry about a prime. I won 6-0 the other week with a 112 odd average. So
112. Well, yeah. As Chizzy goes for
tops. It's on Dart Connect if anybody thinks it's nonsense.
There you go.
And the fella averaged 90 against me. So
De Decker's way back on 2-1-3 in this leg, and Chizzy wants tops to make it 6-all.
This is like a pattern that's happening now in this match, isn't it? And they can't seem to break that pattern.
And again, Chisnall not steaming up to the oche to launch a bit of tungsten at double top. He's going to wait and slowly approach and set himself quite deliberately. And again, he's about an inch above and an inch below with a second dart.
Nowhere near tops, is he?
No.
So many times.
1 dart at double 10 for Dave Chisnall. And he's stepped away from the oche twice now because the crowd are getting involved. There's no whistling, I don't think, thankfully. They're just raising their voices in a crescendo.
Yeah.
And at the end of that crescendo, Chisnall splits double 10 and doesn't get the leg.
This would be one way to steal a march. He has had one go at it. Not this time.
No 170 this time.
64.
So 64 scored from Mike De Decker. So we're back to double 5 again for Chizzy, which worked for him before. He had 1 dart above and then pinned it.
Can he replicate that? No, he pins it in 1 dart. And again, it's a hold.
Now, what I will say about Mace, by the way, and his darting ability, I know it's only a bit of fun, but when we're at the World Championships, the sponsors have an event where you have a chance to beat Mace in a 3-dart contest.
Yeah.
So it's wham bam, thank you, ma'am. 3 darts against Mace with a set of darts, and if you win, you get
£50
cash
off of Paddy Power himself.
And let's be fair, very few players walk away with £50 taking you on in 3 darts.
Only if they want to. Only if I want them to.
You generous man. 135 for Dave Chisnall.
It's great fun, except on the really cold days. That the Grand Hall is enormous. It would probably hold 8,000 to 9,000 comfortably in there. And
that's a ceiling.
Yeah, and then when the doors are open, of course, you can imagine it is like playing in a freezer.
Now
I actually have missed a double for a 9 where they've gone up and had a throw, I've hit 180. The next person's come up and had a throw, I've hit 180. Next person's come up and I've missed double top. Kirk Bevins was there when I did that one because he calls the scores out. It's all done very.
It's all good, clean fun. That's what it is.
It is. It's great fun. You get a chance to meet all the fans from literally all over the world. It is, it's wonderful.
1 minute Macy's thrown against a penguin.
Yes.
The next it's against a traffic cone.
SpongeBob Smart Pants, then a seagull.
Smart Pants. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, I know. But they think they're smart because they try and put me off.
So we are in leg 13, and Chisnall pops in a maximum from 226. He's down to a finish with a chance to break the throw.
And they have been a rarity. And well, Chizzy seems to be having a bit of fun with them, and he's just sort of made him a bit more relaxed.
Yeah. Decker trying to stay focused as best he can, but now for a chance to go 7-6 up and break the throw. Chisnall wants 46. Hits the 6 for tops. Tops hasn't been his friend.
No, the 14 double 16 for me.
And he's missed it again. Double 10. He's outside 10s, Mace.
Yeah, it's okay. He will be back. That was for an 11 darter.
For almost the first time this afternoon, a hush descends over the Winter Gardens.
Well, we're reaching that point now, aren't we, where we're closing in on one of these getting to some kind of match-winning situation. This could be the start of it, because breaks of throw have been rare in the back end of this match.
And there is a break of throw as Dave Chisnall pins double 10 to go 7-6 in front. Crucial stage of this first round encounter now. 3 legs required for Chizzy from this point.
Carl says, how distracting is it when you hear the crowd when you're playing? If it's a continuous noise, it's fine. It's when these wallies whistle, when you're just, you're literally just at that point of no return on the forward motion of your throw, and it just doesn't make you jump as in jump, but it just literally mentally makes you jump. And then when they do it, you're waiting for it, and it's just horrific.
And Luke Humphries,
people who whistle should be banned for life.
Well, Luke Humphries experienced it last night, and I don't know whether the individual concern was spotted and chucked out. It's not as big a crowd here as you get at Ali Pally.
They can manage this one slightly better, and you can find them.
So 7-6 Chisnall.
Yeah, Decker's got to watch himself. This game could quickly get away from him.
Certainly Chizzy's acquitting himself much better than he did on this stage a year ago against Ratajski. It was the last game on in the well, it was like a late afternoon, early evening session.
It was a horrendous day. It was the football, wasn't it?
Yeah, the England-Spain Euros final.
And I think everyone's preparation and it just all went out the window. But what he did do, he got beat quick enough that actually for the timings for going to the football, it worked out perfect.
It's very true. But he's 3 legs away from putting that right this year and getting into the second round. And the winner of this would take on the winner of Jonny Clayton and Martin Schindler, the second game in our evening session tonight on the YouTube channel and over on talkSPORT 2.
Right, 264 to Decker. A ton takes him down to 164, but Chisnall with the throw on 200. Still favourite to go 8-6 up.
But this is a real knuckle-nipples leg. 12 darts apiece.
Yeah, this is a big visit, and he's found 2 treble 20s. Only a 140. Do I think a throw clock should be introduced, Mason? No, but I think if someone's... Oh, he's just missed the second treble 19 for a dart at the ball. But I think if someone's obviously taking the Michael, then I think the referees should be given a little bit more power to maybe say, look, I think you're taking a liberty, and it spoils it. It spoils the game. This isn't a particularly slow game. Dave's just doing something he maybe have worked on.
20 for tops for Chisnall to go 8-6 up. 2 darts in hand. It just shifts to the left on the hockey a little so he can get a better sight of tops. And he's wired it on the top. 1 dart left in hand. And he's wired it right next door without finding the target.
Clip. Double 16 to Decker, 3 in hand. Only needs the 1. And it's a 16 dart break back. And we're locked up again. This time at 7-7.
I'm going to use it. They're becoming broiled here, the pair of them.
They are.
In this encounter.
Is the World Matchplay the number 2 ranked major? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I don't know how you'd list them below that, where you go in terms of Grand Slam, UK Open.
Oh, well, the Grand Slam, when it was a proper cross-code tournament, that would of course be rated higher, but now it's, well, I don't know what it is anymore. It seems to have a little bit have lost its identity in it. I'm sure, well, I know for a fact that there's work going on with the Slam at the moment.
Okay.
Very much like they reinvented the, well.
So in that case, would you say Grand Prix or UK Open?
UK Open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got to go to Minehead one year.
Yeah.
It just looks magic fun.
It is remarkable.
On those outside boards.
Yeah. It's the closest the fans will get. They literally are a few feet away from them. It's brilliant. It's a very unique tournament, unique atmosphere. The way the draw's done, yeah, the UK Open's right up there. Premier League, wonderful tournament in terms of the finances and the exposure the players receive. But of course, that's non-ranked, so that features in another whole stratosphere. But for me, World Championships, World Matchplay. The rest of them are pretty much of a muchness.
7-all between Dave Chisnall and Mike De Decker here at the Winter Gardens. And again, this leg is real muck and nettles. They've had 9 darts apiece and neither player has broken
muck
300.
I like that, I'm keeping that. Don't want you guys chucked out, but better commentary box, Ali Pally or Winter Gardens. To be honest, we have the best commentary position at both venues.
Yes, it's very similar in actual fact, Stephen. We're side stage at both places.
Yeah, we can literally, I've just got a full view and we're probably 20 feet away from the stage. 25 at most. Yeah, they look after us very, very well in terms of what position we have. Arguably better than the.
Oh, there's the first maximum position in quite a while.
It is
from Mike De Decker.
5 legs,
and that's come at a very opportune time for the Belgian because he's left himself on 67 to take the 15th leg and go 8-7 up. This is on throw. 67 left, 50 left. So where's he going to go? 18 for double 16. De Decker. 35. And he will have a chance, presumably, because Chisnall's way out on 158.
Yeah,
Can't get it though.
Yeah, this is a big out. 2 treble 20s, double 19. It's a tricky one because it's 2 up top, and then it's a big adjustment down, and he's hit a single 20, single 19. Tidies up okay, leaves 62, just in case. And well, the finishing's been pretty good from De Decker, and it's good again. It's a long old leg, but it is a hold, and he does go back in front, 8-7.
Still no closer to knowing who goes through. De Decker just puffs out his cheeks as he goes back to his table, takes a sip of water. Chizzy drops his 3rd dart at the start of leg 16. And hits a lovely treble 19, having picked that 3rd dart up off the deck. Now De Decker to see what he can do. Just 80 scored from Chizzy, but a trebleless visit for De Decker.
It's never been more than 2 legs between them, and you have to go to leg 3, don't you? Where Mike won the opening leg in 12, then an 18, and then an 11 from Chizzy, and then it's just gone back and forth ever since.
So De Decker looking for a max just to give this 16th leg a bit of life from his perspective. 140 will do, just to get himself pretty much levels your Devils, just 20 or so points behind Chisnall.
Just tapping Chizzy on the shoulder, isn't he? But Chizzy finds the treble 20 with dart 1. Doesn't follow. Oh, it's a great ton. You won't see too many better tons than that, Dance.
No.
All over it.
The final dart was a belter. Only 58 for De Decker. So he's lost his way, having got himself on the shoulder of his opponent.
Yeah, we will remain on our YouTube talkSPORT Darts channel this evening, and every other session it will just be alongside our talkSPORT 2 on the smart speaker, the app. Just get the app. The app's unbelievable. And DAB, of course.
Yes, app's very handy. You can swipe not just between the talkSPORT stations, but also Virgin and Talk and Times Radio, with all the different broadcasting stations that we offer.
I'm telling everybody else to like, and I hadn't done it myself. It's done now, though, by the way. It just takes that long.
Doesn't cost you anything to like and subscribe. Not a penny. So, De Decker, 104, Chisnall, 151.
Could be there's been higher finishes in this match, but this could well be the biggest finish of the match. Single 19 leaves 85. Tops needed.
And De Decker pins tops, and that is a vital 104 checkout to getting one leg away from victory. He's broken Chisnall to make it 9-7, and there's a 2-leg gap again, Mace, but this time it feels far, far more significant.
Yeah, it's just a huge moment, and you know that's the difference sometimes between winning and losing matches. One dart in hand at tops, and he finds it on the back of 104.
Some guy on there says, surely all match refs should be singing 180 like that guy in Europe.
No thanks. No thank you.
That's an opera singer. Isn't he an opera singer by night?
What is the name of the app?
Just talkSPORT.
Yeah. Go onto your app store, put in talkSPORT, get the app, and then you can literally, especially on match day, you can go from all the different football matches that's on. And
Yes, you get a full list of all the live games that are coming up. There's podcasts and lots of audio and video content that you can check out. We updated the talkSPORT app about 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah, and it's
it is special
content. So De Decker needs one leg to make it through to the second round. And he's on 304 to Chizzy's 345, but
just hit 56, so he's down to 248. So Chisnall will be thinking a 2 treble visit. But he's 97, so he is on 248.
Yeah, absolutely level. Not in terms of legs though. It's 9-7 to De Decker, who has the darts in this 17th leg. It's a steady ton from the Belgian.
It's a nervy looking ton.
Yeah.
First to a finish. He is 1 leg away from a place in round 2. And a big, big win. And it's another seed potentially out of the tournament.
Both on a finish. De Decker goes first on 148, hits the first treble 20, another leaves double 14 for the match. Double 14! What a way to win it! Mike De Decker sees off another seed in Blackpool. It's Dave Chisnall, the local man, who bites the dust as De Decker pins his 3rd ton plus check out of the match and hits 148 to go through to round 2, winning by 10 legs to 7. Suddenly sprinted away right at the end.
Yeah, he's that type of player, isn't he? He has got levels to his game, and well, he had 3 ton plus finishes, a 116 a little bit earlier, but he needed to get a break to put him within 1, and he found a 104 finish in leg 16 for a 15 dart breaker throw, and then the 148 there. It took everything, every element of risk of Chizzy getting back into the match away. An absolute box office finish for the Grand Prix champion.
So Chizzy exit at the first round stage for a 2nd year in succession. Knocked out by a pole last year. Belgium did for him this year, and loads of seeds dropping out.
4 today.
In fact, all this afternoon's session has brought a seed losing out. Andrew Gilding knocking out Damon Heta. Dirk van Duijvenbode seeing off Rob Cross. Jermaine Wattimena winning for the first time in Blackpool at his 5th attempt to see off the former champion Peter Wright. And now Mike De Decker, the Grand Prix champion from last year, he will face either Jonny, Clayton or Martin Schindler, having seen off Chisnall 10-8.
This is only session number 2. We've had 8 matches and lost 6 seats. That is, I don't know if it is a record, but I'm going to check. I would have thought so. I can't remember 6 seeds going in the first 8 matches, that's for sure.
And I wonder how many seeds are quaking in their boots based on that ahead of tonight's matches. Tonight we'll bring you Anderson against Woodhouse, Clayton against Schindler, Littler against Searle, and Bunting against Joyce. Those games will start from around 7 o'clock when you have the choice
What
of...
a lineup.
I know, it's a great lineup, isn't it? More brilliant darting action to come on the talkSPORT Darts YouTube channel from around 7 o'clock. And you'll also be able to join us in the fullness of time on talkSPORT 2 on DAB, on the app and on your smart speaker once the Open Golf is finished at Royal Portrush. Thank you for your company on the YouTube channel this afternoon. On behalf of Chris Mason and Paul Nicholson and Mark Wilson, Matt Gubbins, our producer, and myself, Ian Danter. See you at 7 o'clock-ish as we'll start our streams and watch-alongs for this evening's action on day 2 of the 2025 PDC World Matchplay.